Perfect, guys. Check this out. You heard Tim in one of the last videos. We're building a whiskey club, and the club's called Keep It Whiskey. Andy, what's been your experience with some of the clubs that you are aware of? Why would someone join a club?
I can only speak to myself personally. Camaraderie.
Yeah.
Having folks that are like-minded, similar interests.
Yeah.
And I mean, whiskey it's pretty powerful in bringing people together and allowing people to make a difference. And I think people that are have charity in mind. They also like we have first responders, from firefighters to local law enforcement, state troopers, and those type of folks that want to make a difference in their community through just service in their job, but also from a charitable aspect. I think when you're like-minded like that, and whiskey kind of is the centerpiece, and it serves a purpose in bringing everybody together. So yeah, I would just say like-minded individuals that enjoy getting together and sharing the mystery, the history, the deep connections that can be made through whiskey are pretty powerful. And it's so interesting because, and I mean, we see it here in the Barrel House every day. There's so many variables that go into everything involved with the production process of whiskey, and I think when people come in here and they see that, they gravitate toward it even more so than they would otherwise. So
that's going to be one of our goals. And Andy's he's here. You heard Tim say in the video, we're the only club that'll have behind the scene exclusivity to things that are going on that no one else gets to see. And I'll be shooting with the people who help keep this show rolling and those who know a lot. Andy knows a ton about whiskey, so if you're in here, you want to schedule a tasting, he's probably going to be your tour guide per se. One barrel, one bottle. What's your favorite thing about doing tastings, man? I mean, I got to see you in live action, bro. I
think the goal is to stay out of the folks' way that are visiting, to make sure that they have a good time, but also while doing that, make sure that they learn something new every time. And where that becomes the most challenging is with the people that have been here before, and the people that are like further along in their whiskey journey. They're more experienced with whiskey, with drinking whiskey, with blending with it, being around it. So yeah, I mean, just make sure they have a good time, they learn something, and then obviously want them to be responsible, have a safe way home, a designated driver, a ride share, and that's obviously super important as well. But yeah, make sure they have fun and learn something when they're here.
And because of Andy and Tim, and just think about it like this: majority of your life, you go, if you're, Andy lived in Kentucky, he's been a whiskey guy for some time. I never saw a barrel in my life, or I probably walked past a barrel and didn't know why it was in a restaurant or a store. Like, you just walk past things, you don't pay attention. Some people say stop and smell the roses. Let me tell you this: stop and smell the whiskey. If you've not smelled or nose, as they call it, some whiskey, stop and smell the whiskey, people. And I tell you, it has been a pleasure. And what we're going to bring is entrepreneurship, business, connective time, meaning we're going to bring you guys together. We're going to talk business, be it whiskey or just in general. We're going to find ways to help you get access to other funds and various things. And the whole time, we're just going to keep it whiskey. So people, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching The Art of Whiskey, and join us on our journey as we too get ready to build a brand around whiskey.